Snow was already sweeping across large portions of the country as a powerful cold front pushed east, setting the stage for the first nor'easter of the La Niña winter season and creating dangerous conditions from the Midwest to New England. This system carved out a snowy path stretching more than 1,500 miles from Missouri through Maine, leaving 8 states with more than half a foot of accumulation and triggering widespread travel disruptions, both on the ground and in the air. As the front continued its rapid push toward the northeast, an Arctic air mass trailing behind it strengthened the risk of snow squalls developing across multiple high-traffic corridors.
Are you going to come out? No?
Beginning Wednesday, an area of low pressure settled over Hudson Bay, while a long, cold front extended across the upper Midwest and into the high plains. Behind this boundary, a strong area of high pressure started moving quickly toward the central United States, ushering in some of the coldest temperatures of the season. This combination of deepening cold air and increasing moisture created an ideal setup for fast-developing, short-lived bursts of intense snow. Light snowfall was already falling in northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and although initial squall potential was low, forecasters warned that strong wind gusts moving through Interstates 94, 35, and 75 would make travel hazardous even in lighter snow bands. The atmosphere remained fairly calm early in the day, but as the advancing front moved southward, winds strengthened sharply and temperatures began to fall. By Thursday, the boundary transitioned into a true Arctic front, and the threat of snow squalls increased significantly. These bursts of snow, combined with powerful winds, created conditions ripe for sudden whiteouts, capable of reducing visibility to near zero within moments. Whiteout conditions became increasingly likely along Interstates 90, 81, and 80, where the combination of cold, wind, and moisture targeted the Great Lakes region and later the interior Northeast. Cities such as Cleveland, Erie, and Buffalo braced for sustained winds ranging from 10 to 40 miles per hour, and similar gusts were expected farther east in Burlington, Boston, and Portland as the cold front continued to advance. In many of these areas, up to 8 inches of snow were forecast, with the most intense conditions expected Thursday afternoon. This surge of cold air was part of a broader Arctic blast expected to affect 220 million Americans, driving temperatures well below average across a majority of the country.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's still snowing, making new leaves on our tree, winter leaves.
Port Blandford, Bonavista Bay, Newfoundland, 03 of December.
The impact on travel was widespread. Nearly 7,000 flights across the United States were delayed on Tuesday, and almost 250 more were canceled entirely as snow, ice, and rain created hazardous conditions at major airports. On highways, wrecks mounted quickly.
It was a big ordeal to move all these cars. Yeah. Last night I had my car sitting up in here, and I wonder why. That's the one we want. I didn't bring my snow brush. Yeah, it's pretty shitty out, folks. If you can stay home.
Between 4:30 in the morning and 9:30 in the morning, Pennsylvania State Police responded to more than 280 vehicle crashes and assisted roughly 300 disabled motorists. In New Jersey, the expected severity of the storm led Governor Phil Murphy to declare a state of emergency as rain, snow, and ice continued to push into the region. The rain-snow line played a major role in determining impacts for millions of drivers. Areas across Ohio, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and much of New England picked up 1 to 3 inches of snow. Meanwhile, regions closer to the Appalachians, from West Virginia to Virginia, dealt with slippery roads coated in up to 1/4 of an inch of ice. Higher elevations, including parts of northern New Jersey, the mid-Hudson Valley in New York, and interior Connecticut, also reported notable ice accumulation. As the storm continued its path toward the northeast, communities across the Great Lakes and New England prepared for intensifying winds, rapidly changing visibility, and dangerous bursts of snow capable of overwhelming roads with little warning. With more Arctic air pouring southward and squalls developing along the advancing front, the next 24 to 48 hours remain critical for anyone traveling through the region. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.